Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
So I'm 21 years old. I have a baby on the way in
Congratulations.
July.
When's it due?
July 14th.
Awesome,
very, very
man.
excited.
Good for you.
Thank you. I have my own business in pet care. I'm a dog trainer, and I am $300,000 in debt.
From what?
So my question is, do I focus on expanding the business, hiring, and trying to be able to make the business self-running so I could be as present of a dad as possible, or focus on paying off debts?
Is the debt business debt? Is it from you building this business? Is that where it came from?
Yes, that's where it came from. Most of it.
Explain? Is it?
Why does it take $300,000 to train a dog?
Yeah.
So we started mobile. So I started the business when I was 19, doing it mobile, kept costs low, did it out of my truck. And then as we expanded, we decided that we needed a facility. So we rented and then kind of renovated a 4,000 square foot facility. That was in April of last year. So I took a home equity line of credit loan from my dad, which I know now from listening to you guys is a no-no.
Just give me a quick synopsis. If I bring my dog to you and say I'm dropping my dog off, train him, what does it cost me? What do you cost for a service? I'm just curious.
Our lowest package is $33.75, and our most expensive package is $8,000.
Okay.
And these are house pets. They're not service animals or anything.
Some are service dogs. Some are protection dogs. We work with a large range.
You're doing protection dogs for $8,000.
Wow.
That's low. Okay. All right. Now, so you spent money renovating someone else's building that you rent?
Yeah. So we did like walking kennels. We had to put in.
But you don't own the building.
Walls. No, it's a rental.
Okay. So where's you spent $300,000 on someone else's building? I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282. You spent $300,000 on someone else's building?
So the home equity line of credit, the total of it was $225,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then we used some of that to do employee salaries when we first moved in. We had a lot of that for renovations, and then also into marketing. Then we have $30,000 for a van that we use.
So are you profitable?
Yeah, so last year we did $300,000 in sales. $40,000 of that was profit for our first year.
Wow. What's all the overhead coming? Well,
so our total overhead per month is $17,000.
Okay, and so what's your question, hon?
So do I focus on expanding the business?
No.
Hiring, No. Okay.
You need to make some money with all this money you've spent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to double your revenues with your existing facilities and your stupid $30,000 van that you did not need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You have never seen anything you wanted that you didn't go buy it. Stop it. You're going to run yourself out of business so fast it's unbelievable. You need to learn to organically grow the business. Ramsey Solutions has grown from a card table in my living room to a $300 million business, and we've never borrowed a dime. 100% of our growth has been funded by profits. A little bit, and 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 a little bit. And so now you've invested leasehold improvements in someone else's building. What's the length of the lease you have?
It's 5 years.
At the end of 5 years, all that money's gone if that guy wants you out. You've got to amortize all of that cost in 5 years on $40K profit. You can't even come close.
Did you know that? Did you realize that? Or you just didn't care? I'm just curious.
Realize which part?
The part that you're leasing and that you don't own the building. So when your lease is up, there's no guarantee that you get to stay there with all the renovations you've made.
So what I figured while going through the process of it, like I believe that the total cost of renovations alone that we did was between like $50,000 and $65,000. But the goal was to then extend our lease once that 5 years was up.
Yeah, that's a goal. That's a wish. That's a hope. It's not how you run a business. Okay. So what you, as a young entrepreneur, what I would have you to do is I want you to concentrate on getting revenues up without spending any more money.
Would that include
stop
overhead?
Quote, expanding. Work.
How many employees do you have?
Okay. It's just me. I work completely by myself.
I thought you said you spent some of this on salaries. Where the heck did the $200,000 go? All I got's 30 in improvements or 40 in improvements and a $30,000 van. Where'd the rest of it go?
You paid yourself out of the loan?
No. I didn't pay myself out of the loan. We had employees. We had up to 3 at one point. But then in October, we got pretty slow, so I let everyone go. Went down to just me working, and then... Yeah,
okay, you have a $40,000 a year job that you own. So your job is to make it an $80,000 a year job that you own, and then a $100,000 a year job that you own. You need to find out the most profitable areas of your business and grow those areas, and yes, you need to do it. As far as you being at home with the baby, fathers, since time has begun, have gotten up and gone to work, and babies have survived. And you're going to work, my son. You have $300,000 in debt. You've made a mess, and you need a shovel. And you is the shovel.
Mm-hmm. How much is the lease every month?
Lease is $4,200.
Yeah, that's why you brought in $300K, and you're only making 12% margin on a service-oriented business because you've used it all up. Your margins ought to be double, triple what they are in a service business. You don't have any cost of goods sold except dog food, for God's sakes.
He needs your book, Dave.
And I'm going to send you a copy of the Entree Leadership book, but jump in on the Entree Leadership podcast and start listening to it that I do on small business and so forth, because we've coached people exactly like you for 20 years, and I love small business people. But the disease that you have is the idea that if I spend more, I'm always going to make more, and that is a disease that doesn't work in business. Spending does not equal income. And so you've bought everything fresh and shiny and new, and now you need to go make some money. And you probably ought to dump the $30,000 van and get rid of it and get some of the money back towards your dad. Anything you can get rid of and still operate the business and get money back towards your dad. I want you to concentrate on making money, not spending money. And quit telling yourself you just need one more marketing plan or you need one more purchase for this to break through. In business, if you are not the secret sauce, you're screwed. The other stuff around the dog training is window dressing. Your ability to look at an animal and teach it to behave is the secret sauce. And your ability to teach other people to do that work for you is the secret sauce. It is not whether you have a van, and it's not whether you have a rental property with a kennel in it. It's your ability to do your job. And so if you'll go do that and make a bunch of money, you're going to be a great dad financially, and you're going to be fine. But you got a lot of work to do, and it's not unusual for a young dad to be working. It's not a bad thing. If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.